Hello, I'm Dr. Gurung. I'm a consultant psychiatrist currently practicing in the UK. A lot of the people have been asking me how do I manage my time. I'm a full-time psychiatrist, so I work from Monday to Friday. And now I'm also a full-time dad. My wife does a nursing college, so I have to look after my kids. Um, to give you a summary of, how do I manage my time? For me, time is a currency, and I'm very cautious about my time. With time also, if you have to do something, you need to learn the art of prioritizing. Like, for example, since I have been having more childcare responsibility, I don't do any extra shift, any extra on calls. So this is and have to be decisive of what you want and what you don't want. Okay, so this is the number one key to prioritize our time. Now, in terms of how do I manage my time, I'm very clear with my timetable. So you can see over here, I plan for 5 months ahead. All of my annual leave and holiday has been planned till February 2026. You can also see, this is a board for me to remind. Every Sunday, I take an opportunity to reflect and learn what are the things that I did on a weekly basis. I try to learn, I try to modify, and I try to see how can I do things differently as well as better the next week. Okay, based on that, this is a plan. My old version on Sunday set aside. So you can see that I put it for all the week, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. In my uh, diary, I also put that, if I have the important work as a reminder. So you can see that, on Thursday, I've got a court hearing. Monday, today, I'm seeing all of my patient on the ward. So it's an MDT day. So at least it gives me a rough kind of outlook to look for. And the same reminder is also in my phone. So even if I forget, I have got a second option of knowing what are the things that I need to look for. Um, the other important thing is communication. Um, I have a very open conversation with my wife. We sit almost every day and we try to see each other of our schedules and we try to manage it. In my work, I'm very open with my other consultant colleague. We criss cover and we try to look at each other diary to see how we can manage our work. I've also got a medical secretary. She assigns the important jobs in my diary. So that takes a bit of headache from my job schedule in terms of management. Okay. Now, the other thing is on top of my work, I also make sure that, I do my exercise. For my exercise, this week I'm doing 60-kilometer run. Roughly in a week, I try to run only 4 to 5 days. The other 2 days I try to mix with gym, indoor bike, swimming. On some of the days when I'm running, I also add few sessions of stretching, yoga. So this is how I focus on my physical health. The third thing I'm interested to do is reading books. Okay. With reading books, on average, I read 30 pages per day. So now I'm going to read 5 pages when I'm in my work. In a break, I'll read 5 more pages. Um, when I come back home around at, let us say, around at 8 o'clock, my children sleep. So I try to push for 10 more pages. When I go to sleep around at, let us say, 10:45 to 11:15, I push for 10 more pages. So on average, it comes 30 pages uh, per day. And I'm very consistent. And once I do it, at the nighttime, I've also got a journal book where I try to journal the things which I've done every day. And before going to sleep, I try to see, what are the things that I've done good, what are the things that I can do it better. So journal is a way for me to compete with myself to become better every day. So this is my journaling book. Okay, this is like a rough guides, and I've got a journal for the last 4 years. So when I reflect back and go to my different journal book, I can see where I am and where I'm heading. The other book is my diary. Okay, in my diary, I tend to write the things which is important that needs to be done. In my diary, when I go to my work, if there's something important that I need to do in my diary, I make sure that I do it. Um, these are some of the ways that I keep myself consistent. The other two important thing I want to discuss is about diet. With diet also, I try to eat around 8 o'clock, and after that, I tend to do a fasting till 6 o'clock. But in the meantime, I drink water to keep myself hydrated. If I've got some fruits, I try to eat them. At 6 o'clock, I do a heavy diet, and around 6:30 to 7, I have a bit of snack, and again, I try to do a fasting. Okay, with fasting, what I've realized is it gives my body as well as my gut to um, to recover and renew. Uh, and the last bit I want to discuss is about my sleep. So, make sure I don't compromise with sleep. 7 to 8 hours uninterrupted sleep. And some of the things which I've learned quite recently is, mobiles, phone. I try to keep in a different room, not take to my bedroom. Um, I try to drink a hot milk. I have my fish oil, vitamin D before going to sleep. So these are some of the things that really help me to be fresh and uh, and to do my jobs. A few things I just want to add that network is also very important. So I try to meet with different people, interact more. I prefer to talk more than testing and sending messages. By talking, it gives me a chance to know the person directly or indirectly. Okay, so now it's time for to get my daughters ready for school. Okay, hope you have a good day. Thank you very much.